What's up guys, this is Astranox, showcase and review of EMILIA from the ReZero collaboration. This hero has been performing really well for me, a lot of different combos that you can pull off. I have her at 13 skill ups, triple S memory imprint for that attack for back and bottom position. Have her built with good survivability, like mostly health, but still work on that defense to keep her alive longer and pump that effect resistance so she can cleanse more reliably. Of course, your team, you want to pump that speed as well because you want her to go first, or you want her to at least go before the majority of your team to cleanse, to keep them free of debuffs. And you want to push the combativeness of an attack based hero like a bruiser or like a high offense hero. Anyways, more on to that in a minute. Stats of my heroes are here. If you are looking for an emulator or a phone, check the description of the video. So a lot of combos that I've tried with her, and I want to try her in other areas of the game. I know she can perform so well in so many different places. Her artifact is crazy, guys. I mean, it heals the ally at 50% HP or less that takes damage automatically, and she has 15% effect resistance passively as well. I mean, no matter the Soul Weaver you wear that artifact on, that thing is so good. Now, I push the combativeness of Spectre Tenebria attack buff on herself, so she's going to be able to deal more damage throughout the battle. That sweet skill number 2 of EMILIA on a 2-turn cooldown is ridiculous. So she can babysit a damage dealer for you very easily throughout the battle, unless, of course, that damage dealer goes down, but you don't want that, so that's why you probably want to build like a bruiser, right? Attack-based bruiser, you know, 50,000 HP or more, something like that, decent defense. And she's definitely gonna activate, enable like really cool stuff throughout the battle. She's a Soul Weaver, so you can bring her in various team compositions. You don't have to worry too much about if there's an Earth hero in the enemy team. It's not the same as a damage dealer, not the biggest of problem. And I mean, just ridiculous what her kit enables, guys. Like, she not only babysit one hero of yours, right, on a 2-turn cooldown on the skill number 2, 50% combativeness, 2-turn cooldown, 25% combativeness for herself. So not only that ally is going to cycle faster, she's going to cycle faster, she's going to remove up to 2 debuffs from that ally as well. So, man, like, just insane, just insane. And the artifact that just constantly heals automatically, you can notice that it's healing, you know, F.O.O.L and Cecilia. That artifact is healing based on the target's maximum health, but all the healing of EMILIA, you know, skill 1, skill 2, skill 3, that stuff is based on her own maximum health. So you can have her not only with like tanky heroes, healthy heroes, you can have her with squishier heroes. Her healing will be very reliable, very powerful. I mean, the less amount of health your team has, the better it's gonna be, more healing. Anyways, so yeah, here the performance Spectre Tenebria just destroyed during that battle because I just babysat her with EMILIA. And I just constantly keep on doing that sort of strategy throughout my battles. You know, in this one, I'm just babysitting Archdemon's Shadow, and she's gonna be dealing more damage, cycle faster, and it's gonna be great. Look at that, she just one-tapped Arbiter Vilget. That's what happens when you don't have Aureus on a Knight, man. So yeah, they're trying to outspeed, I mean, many different defense compositions. So here, I still brought Designer a little bit, just in case there's just, they flood me with too many debuffs, let's say. But yes, if you can have very high effect resistance on your EMILIA, she's going to be very reliable to just remove debuffs from your whole team constantly. But most importantly, on that one hero that you will babysit with that skill number 2, that's going to be your baby. You're going to keep it alive, and you're going to be doing some great stuff. And if that ally, let's say, is stealthed, or if that ally, you know, Spectre Tenebria, or the ally is, let's say, Ranger Landy that just keeps on stealthing itself, so you can get a break. You can catch a break, so you don't have to worry too much about it. I just skipped this part of the battle here because we know, I mean, I'm gonna win. So yeah, very, very strong. You could have her on a counter set as well if you want some free healing with the skill number 1. Definitely one way to go about it, but I definitely prefer her on a speed set because you really want her to be faster than the majority of your team, just like I said, so you can keep on moving debuffs, and you want to cycle, you know, one ally's turn often, and yeah, it's gonna be better if you go on a speed set. And here I'm just babysitting Seaside Bellona, right? Like there's a bit of downtime here, can't really do any damage because Elena, you know, makes the whole team not take damage, but it will quickly ramp up because of that sweet attack buff that she can just keep on reapplying. And if she's the fastest hero, that means you're gonna have a higher uptime on that attack buff on the ally that you babysit with that skill too. So if they're built slower than her, I mean, you're gonna have 100% uptime on that attack buff, which is gonna be huge. I mean, yes, you're pushing them by 50% combat finesse and only herself for 25%. So you need a decent difference of speed. You want her to have, you know, a decent amount more speed than that ally if you want to constantly keep that attack buff on that hero. And I mean, you don't have to worry about all these debuffs, and if she has high effect resistance, she's not gonna get crippled. It's gonna be really reliable throughout your battles, right? And I feel like you can definitely bring her in so many different team versus so many different team compositions. You can definitely pick her earlier on in RTA. Her artifact could be on a multitude of different Soul Weavers. I haven't tested it, but I'm pretty sure that if you just put that artifact on different Soul Weavers, it might just end up working, right? It's gonna, like, let's say two Soul Weaver have it, it might just heal the hero that drops below 50% HP 2 times. So that would be quite insane, and some pretty insane stuff could definitely happen because of that. And let's say an enemy is trying to cleave you and you have a Soul Weaver with that artifact, and let's say you're running a hero on your team that's a bit more squishy than the rest of your team. Well, that artifact is definitely going to be coming in real handy, unless of course you get hit with that unhealable debuff. But you can combo her with, like, of course, Seaside Bellona, Landy, Ravi, you know, a hero that's just tanky, that you feel like won't drop with just one hit or too easily. So you can see Seaside, she just, you know, dealt so much damage there. So definitely, like, bruisers that are attack based, because, you know, you're putting attack buff on that ally, so you definitely want to put that to good use. Right here, Senya is a great, you know, contender because, you know, she's got almost 6,000 attack, giving her 50% more. You know, that is so much, almost 8. I mean, she's probably over 8,000 attack because of the attack percentage imprint of herself and of Lilius, right? So she might be up there. And then I use Lilius, that is built on a crit damage build, so she can scale. Her damage is scaling off of the highest attacker in the team with attack buff. Senya, I mean, that's what happens. It's just a ton of damage. I think maybe I didn't actually have attack buff at that point. Sometimes you just can't get your combo to go off properly because, you know, there's always something that can happen. You know, a lot of times you go in RTA and you might only have one real damage dealer that was let through, and then that's it. You don't need an attack buff for the whole team. Just have it for the hero you actually want to have attack buff on, and it's I would much rather take an attack buff with a high uptime that could be kept up most of the battle, and I keep on getting, you know, combat gymnast push on that ally, and I keep on removing debuffs from that ally. Very reliable stuff, and I would much rather take that. And she fills multiple roles. I mean, you know, you don't need to bring an attack buffer. She's there. You don't need to bring a healer. I mean, unless you think you're gonna be taking too much damage, right? But yeah, she's gonna heal. She's gonna even put a barrier. So even if you are at maximum health, you're still getting a barrier, so you can have better survivability through, like, across your whole team. Very cool stuff right there. And then she cleanse as well. And the constant healing on the skill number 1. I mean, it's not a massive amount, but it's something, right? So, you know, with her whole kit, she's definitely a powerhouse. that can fit in so many different team compositions, and you can definitely use her in PvE content as well. I mean, just the artifact by itself, let's say, putting that on a Soul Weaver, that's just a constant stream of healing. And the faster you Soul Weaver, the more often it's gonna happen, unless you don't have an ally that drops below 50% HP. But you know, you might have noticed that it's just happening over and over, and it's definitely great. There are some cases, of course, the battle starts, maybe you outsped the enemy team, and then you're gonna decide to open with skill number 2 on your ally instead of using skill 3 because maybe you didn't take any damage, maybe there's no debuff on your heroes, you're healthy and all that, so you want to delay the skill number 3 for the right moment, but you can just keep on using that skill 2 on whoever you want to babysit, and it's gonna be great, man. It's very powerful stuff. So of course, to pull off the healing from the skill number 2, you will need to soul burn for 10 souls. So you might not be able to do it right at the start of the battle unless you have a mage with the Gale's Ancient Book, but you can definitely throughout the battle keep on saving your souls just for that, and you will be able to just keep that hero alive. And yeah, I mean, those two heroes, let's say you keep on applying that skill 2 on an attack-based hero, damage dealer, and you keep that hero alive. Those two heroes are like 3 heroes, let's say. And not only that, you know, EMILIA, she is helping the rest of the team as well with the skill 3, with the skill 1, with the artifact that she's wearing. You're even helping your team with the attack percentage memory imprint if you are lucky enough to have it activated. And that's another answer to control teams. You could have even more effect resistance than what I have on my EMILIA. You could have her built slower, let's say. Maybe your whole team is slower, let's say. Just tankier than my team. And they're just gonna throw all their stuff at you, and then you can just start cleansing those debuffs. And that's very cool when you have, you know, multiple answers to control teams in your arsenal. It's definitely very tempting to just have her faster and faster because you're just going to be able to keep on applying that skill 2 on an ally of your choosing. And yeah, it's going to be really tempting, but you definitely want to balance her stats. Don't be too greedy because, you know, if you push one too much, then the other stats will be lower unless you have God tier level of gear. But you definitely don't want to drop her survivability too much because the enemy will try to just take her out because she is that strong. Especially if you have an ally that you babysit that is stealthed throughout the battle. Let's say a Spectre Tenebria. I mean, especially if they cannot target her, if they don't have multiple AoE damage dealer, right? Then you're gonna be able to keep that Spectre Tenebria or whoever it may be in that stealthed alive. And if you keep on soul burning that skill number 2, the CR push, the attack buff, I mean, so many possibilities. It's crazy. She definitely speeds up your gameplay. Like, she's sort of like a jack of all trades, but she's still really good at dealing with debuffs, but it's limited to 2 debuffs. So she is sort of like a jack of all trades, because if she was really a hero to deal with control teams, then she would have, you know, she would be able to just remove all debuffs on your team. You know, control teams could just drop so many debuffs against you. Let us know what you guys think about EMILIA in the comment section. How did you guys build her? Who you're running her with? How has your experience been using this hero? But I'm very happy with her performance. I'll definitely be showcasing her in other areas of the game. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all ya do. Peace out for now.